It is like the morose outside.
It's because I'm going to a game tonight, and so this is the shirt that I wear under my jersey, and it's supposed to be bad weather, so I was just like, I'll just wear it to work. But it's
going to be 90 today. You're going to be miserable. Yeah. So good luck with that.
We're live?
Yes, we're live.
You just got a notification.
We've been live for 2 minutes.
So, Sam, what is your least favorite thing? What's your least favorite thing at presentations?
When people go live, they don't tell you.
When they start, don't tell you. No, my least favorite, like what we were talking about, like when you have to get up, and you have to jump around, and you have to.
But it's always at the beginning. It's always at the beginning. Like somebody will get up and be like, "Hi, I'm so and so. I do this." Now we're gonna do a fun activity.
That being said,
no.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. Like, you know what? I'm happy you're here.
Were you at the luncheon where we all had to stand up and dance? And you're like, no, I'm not doing this. And then called out Travis to like the guy with the arms. Yeah. I forgot about that. All right, we're getting started. This is KMS 10 at 10, where we go live every week to talk about digital marketing updates.
Yeah.
So.
Feel free to ask your questions. We have an agenda of topics that we're going to talk about, but if you have questions, we're happy to deviate from our plan to have
if they're about digital marketing.
If they're about, we'll answer any question that's commented on.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. You want to preview what you're going to talk about?
Yeah. Okay. So my name's Ashley. I'm a digital specialist at Key Media Solutions. Today I want to talk about Google, just building a responsive URL for your website, and then a few tips about ranking factors for Google.
And I'm Sam. I'm the content specialist here at Key Media Solutions. And today my first topic is going to be about content marketing trends to look for in 2018. I'm going to highlight a couple of those. And then I'm also going to tease a little bit, a blog that we have coming out next week by Jess Peterson that she is working on, and I think it's a great topic, so I'm going to tease that a little bit, and then we'll talk about that for a little bit. That's what I'm going to be talking about. You want to talk about some of the events?
Yeah, so we have Concept One coming up. That is a full-day digital marketing conference that's going to be out in Rapid City at the Dahl Art Center. And at the end of the day, you're going to go to a brewery and drink beer. So, like, super awesome, right? Just like a day full of knowledge. We have really great presenters, Douglas Carr, Andrea Vall, some really, really, really cool, very knowledgeable presenters. So check that out if you're from Sioux Falls, if you're from, Nebraska. It's worth the drive. It's worth the drive. You're going to get a full day of great presenters, and then you're going to end with beer. Go for the drinks, at least, So T is going to put that in the comment section.
Yep.
With his phone. Yeah. He'll put that in there when he can.
And then, sorry, were you done?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I was gonna talk about the next. Are you done? And then just to recap, we just had our last Google live stream, Google Partner event on Wednesday. That went really, really well. Karina Keys, our CEO, and Chris Boland presented at that about B2B marketing. The event went really well, and just to update anyone who attended there, our next event, I talked about a little bit about our next Google Partner event, which is going to be on mobile. Registration is not open for that yet, but stay tuned because that is our next event. That's the topic, and we'll have more information about that as it comes out.
I'll be presenting there.
Ashley will be presenting there along with Jess Peterson as well. So Stay tuned about that. Let's get started.
Or wait.
Never mind.
Big announcement. We're going to have a 10 at 10 day.
Yeah.
So if you just love watching us for 10 minutes, you're going to get a whole day. Not a whole day. Yeah. But you're going to see us multiple times throughout a day, and that's going to be coming up in December.
Yep.
More details to come out with that eventually.
Really excited about that. That was kind of an idea that we've had going around for a little while, and I think we're going to move forward with it. And so really excited to get more details out about that. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have speakers, or we're going to have people.
Guest speakers.
We're going to have guest speakers as well, so stay tuned about more
and
details.
Maybe prizes.
Don't say that.
I always throw out prizes.
As Marsha's standing right there. Marsha, we have prizes.
They're going to be stress balls. We have a lot of those.
Okay, let's get started.
All right, so my first topic is Google responsive URLs. So we have a lot of clients, and I know there's a lot of websites out there that when mobile came about and it was big and you needed a mobile website, people started to do where they had their desktop website and they had their mobile website. So you'll see that when it's like m.website.com. So now Google's been really trying to push that you have a responsive website instead of like separate mobile websites. And I think that kind of holds people back because they're like, okay, I just made this change and I have to make this change. And they're like, well, I already have a website, I have a mobile website, why does it matter? Well, it's going to matter because within those like Google search results, you're going to rank better if you have a responsive website instead of like separate websites. And it's just going to be easier on you to make SEO changes and implement different like best practices and technology to have one website. So the best way to do that is to take once you have a responsive URL, once you have a responsive website that will work on desktop and on mobile, take that mobile website, that m.example.com, and just make a 301 redirect to that responsive website. So then it all pulls in together. So that's going to be your easiest solution. And like I said, Google's really trying to push this because it's going to make it easier on you to just implement and adapt best practices and technology. And you're going to be prepared for when Google pushes out that mobile first indexing. So super short and sweet topic there.
Yeah. And the only thing I would add to that is everything right now is about the user experience. And having a mobile responsive website is just going to improve that user experience. And just the time it takes to load, the speed of that page is going to play a big factor in your SEO ranking and just the user experience as well. So mobile response, and you have to be realistic about where people are, what device they're using when they're researching you. Are they on their mobile device? Because if they are, that's who you need to cater to. And having a mobile responsive website is just kind of catering to both those audiences in the best possible way. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I think and they actually mentioned that at the presentation as well. If you don't have a mobile responsive website, you need one. Just no further explanation. You need one at this point. So, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to my topic, we're going to talk about content marketing. Feel free to comment any questions you have particular about content marketing, specifically in the future, because that's what I'm going to be talking about. By a report came out, or an article came out by Content Marketing Institute, and they highlighted some trends to look for in content marketing for 2018. There's a few on there. I really just want to spend time to talk about one specifically, and that is the production of original content. Now, I think this is there's some pretty clear examples about this. For one, Netflix. We all know that Netflix comes out with, Netflix originals. That is original content. But some more examples as to the shift, the trend in producing original content and why it's important. Apple just announced that they're spending $1 billion on working to produce original content. And while that $1 billion might sound huge compared to Netflix and Amazon, that's actually small.
Oh, okay.
So I think Apple
Both of us were like, wow.
But that's a perfect example. I mean, people like, Netflix are spending billions and billions and billions of dollars producing original content. So is Amazon. And Apple is trying to open the door with throwing that original $1 billion out there, to get started into that. Not only that, Facebook and Google are also working to purchase original content as well. So this is going on. Producing original, high-quality content has always been and has been, a number one. You need to do it.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. And these are just examples as to that trend moving forward in 2018. But how does this relate to, the key media solutions or a small business owner? Why do you care that, Amazon is spending billions of dollars producing original content? Well, it just shows the importance on a huge scale of original high quality content. And if these huge businesses deem it that important, so should businesses of all shapes and sizes. Not only that, these like Apple looking to purchase original content, this is an opportunity for small businesses to monetize their original content. So if you're producing, like for example, KMS 10 and 10, if this gets a big enough audience and we're putting out regular episodes, the content is good, the quality is good, potentially businesses may want, like Apple, maybe want to purchase our original content. So there's areas for monetization along those lines. That leads me right into the only other trend I want to talk about, little bonus topic. This article by Content Marketing Institute basically said that the future of content marketing looks like businesses kind of separating into smaller factions of producing content. So to give you an example of what that looks like. So we are Key Media Solutions, right? We are a business. We generate our revenue by multiple tactics, online marketing tactics, working for clients. Say KMS 10 at 10 decided we're going to do our own thing and specialize in producing content. That's the only thing we are going to do. We're still under the umbrella of Key Media Solutions, but KMS 10 at 10 sole function is to generate quality content that comes out once a week, and we are going to focus on monetizing that content.
Yeah.
That monetization could potentially basically fund everything that we do here. So it's no longer funded by Key Media Solutions, but KMS 10 at 10 is funded by KMS 10 at 10. So big organizations like Pepsi are now doing something like this. So they are creating these like sub-audiences and advertising to them and producing revenue for this little subgroup. Now, this they kind of hint at is the future of content marketing.
Yeah.
And once again, highlights the importance of producing original content for that particular audience, because the benefit is there. Produce, get money off of the content that you produce. So I thought those were kind of just really interesting trends. I flew through them. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Was it confusing?
No.
Okay.
It made a lot of sense. It's what Google is doing with like Alphabet.
Yep.
But not necessarily producing content. Who knows what Alphabet does, but it's under the umbrella of Google, but it supports its own self with its revenue.
But with Google, they have those knowledge boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So how long do you think before Google starts producing their own content to answer
Very true.
questions? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So right now, they answer those questions by swiping articles, by swiping high-quality content that answers those questions. Another kind of issue for content marketers, that we talked about a couple of weeks ago. So,
okay, so my opinion, sorry, I'm really cutting.
No, that's fine.
I have an opinion.
Everybody.
So like what my thought process though is like they can't really take over that knowledge box too much, because then people are going to stop clicking on ads. Well, if you're going to have an ad and you get charged by a click and people aren't clicking, like then Google's not making money either.
That's the way to think about it.
So I think they're finding the middle ground to help out, but not fully take away from those clicks as well, because people are so, and like organic traffic, like people are so aware of like SEO and wanting to rank higher and like wanting to really focus on that aspect as well, that they can't completely pull away from the people that are really focusing on making a presence on Google. Does that make sense?
I think it makes sense. However, I would go back to Google's roots, like what they set out to be originally, and they set out to be, a search engine for answering questions.
Yeah.
They didn't set out saying this was an opportunity for advertisers.
Yeah.
So if that is the momentum, or if that is the idea that they have taken and they still work with today, I could see them really focusing on let's answer these questions in the best way possible. Let's start answering them ourselves.
Yeah.
But
that's
there's a lot of money in Google advertising, though. I don't think they're gonna shy away from that anytime soon.
But the fact is, you and I are not Google, so
right.
I guess we will see. Okay, so rolling into the next topic, which actually really kind of fits. So I wanted to talk about ranking factors,
It's
and
like
there's
you
this
planned
big.
this or something.
It's like there's this big myth around like 3 ranking factors of how to get your content to rank higher, and even like a lot of our clients, a lot of businesses approach us and they're like, we just want to rank higher, and it's like, well, that's great, but there's not actual like ranking factors. It's not links, it's not terms, it's not like keyword stuffing. It's one factor about being able to provide an answer, being able to provide that quality content. Are people coming to your site and they're actually, getting an answer to their question, or are they able to purchase an item, or are you fulfilling what that searcher was looking for? It's not just about ranking higher. So continuing to remember that one factor. At the end of the day, you're trying to get people to your site to do an action. It's not just about ranking higher. So they were saying that just focusing on ranking factors is short-term thinking, and links are not necessarily important. They can be, because it's redirecting traffic back to your site, And so you see that as important, but there could be a new article that came out today that has very relevant information that has no links directing towards it. So Google will still focus on that article as well. Like, they're not going to totally wash that away and be like, there's no links. Like, so don't think of these ranking factors as the most important thing. The most important thing is, are you providing that quality content? Are you helping out the consumers or the people that are coming to your site to get to take that action? And so really looking into also like your analytics, time on site, making conversions, what action are they taking, how many pages are they visiting, really taking all that data and being like, okay, am I helping out the people that are coming to my website? It's not just about Google, even though as we're sitting here talking about Google. You know, it's not just about Google and ranking in Google. It's about your website and is it a quality piece of content?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think you said it. I think you said it exactly right. And just to point out, you know, Google, you know, they rank pages based on a certain algorithm that takes into consideration multitude of things. You know, and they have bots that crawl sites. And the thing is, you can research all you want about the factors that this algorithm takes into consideration, but the only people who know for certain what that algorithm takes into consideration is Google. So everything that you're reading out there, unless it's from Google, are guesses. They're educated guesses, but they're guesses.
Yeah, but there's multiple factors that go into that algorithm.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the algorithm is meant to show the most relevant content for that query. So, and that's it. The algorithm is set up that way. It's just like your news feed on Facebook. It's your news feed on Instagram. It's wanting to show you the most relevant content for you. So there's not all these little factors. It's not like some kind of puzzle that you're trying to figure out. It's just provide quality content, and you'll reap the benefits.
Figure out who your audience is. Figure out what they need, what questions they're asking, what problems they have, and then start answering those. And once that happens, you're going to get engagement. That's how you get content to succeed. So, I think that's perfect. A lot of content stuff today.
Yeah, it was.
But everything, I think, is just kind of shifting towards that. You know, not shifting towards it. I think everything just kind of comes back to it. You know, you can optimize a campaign to its potential, but if what you're promoting, if what you're advertising is just garbage, then people are going to see that. No matter how they got there, it always comes back to is what you're getting them to quality. If it's garbage, it's garbage. It's not going to do well, no matter how well you advertise it.
Do you want to talk about Jess's blog?
Yeah, real quick. Jess is going to be writing a blog. If she's watching this, like, now she has to do it. So, but she's going to be writing a blog, and I wanted to tease it a little bit because I think it's going to be a really good blog. Jess is a really good writer, and I think it's a really good topic. And what she's going to be doing is comparing two platforms, Facebook and YouTube, and how they have grown similar. And I think this is a great topic because I think it's incredibly relevant. And it depends on, like, if you look at Google, like if you listen to a Google presenter, they won't talk about Facebook. They'll talk about YouTube. They won't talk about Facebook. Because they don't own Facebook. They own YouTube. They don't own Facebook.
Definitely true.
And so if you look into research, Facebook and YouTube, thank you. Wonderful commentary. That's fact.
That's a fact.
But the two platforms have just evolved to be more similar in a lot of different ways. And what Jess's blog is going to do is highlight some of those ways that they are slowly kind of merging together as video platforms. So look forward to that. I'm excited for it. And now she has to write it, and now it has to be really, really good because we talked about it. But anyways, that was the last thing that I wanted to talk about. If you have any questions about anything we talked about today, feel free to comment. We'll answer these at any time. Even after we post it, we'll make sure to engage with the comments. So feel free to ask any questions about anything, events, future events. Digital marketing. Anything. So. Very good.
All right, peace out. Check out our YouTube channel. 10 at 10 day coming up.
Yep.
Later.
Absolutely. See you, everybody.